Hey there everyone, it's Jazzy here and welcome to Hello Neighbour Pre-Alpha Tips and Tricks. In this video I will be going over several fun and cool things you can do in the pre-alpha version of Hello Neighbour, as it was a very glitchy and different version to what we have today. If you do enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, as it would mean a lot to me. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, at the very start of every pre-alpha game, you can only access the front of the house, and to actually trigger the neighbour, you have to go towards the basement door. But by heading to this back part of the house here, we can actually use C to lean through the door, get the chair, and get into the back part of the house. Now here we can actually see the neighbour before he has been triggered, and so he is just bluntly staring at the fridge. And while you're in the back of the house, feel free to explore a little bit. You can go and find the light bulbs are scattered around the house. Some of them even have a different light, like this one's orange compared to the other ones. Or you can just mess about. Now just before you end the very first run of the game, what you can actually do is you can get this bin and you can run back to the player house. Now just stand at the very edge of the bed and throw the bin until it lands in a good way. Now what you can do is you can jump on the bin and you can just jump right through the roof, as it is not solid. Now what you can do is run up to the house and end the first run of the game. Once the first run of the game is over, just keep on sleeping in the bed until you hear the giant neighbour nightmare music. Yep, you hear it. Time to escape the house. Just gotta jump onto the bin, jump to the right and crouch. And then once we're out of the bounds of the house, we can actually turn around and see the giant neighbour. What's even better about the giant neighbour is actually the small neighbour, and therefore there is no neighbour inside of the neighbour house. Once you're inside the house, you can just mess about, or you can hunt the items and unlock the basement door. For this next trick, you're going to need the Illuminati chair and a bin. Now go to the front of the house and put the bin on top of the car and climb up onto this part of the roof. Now just face the window and drop the armchair until it lands like this. Now just jump and crouch until you eventually land on the armchair. Now once you're on this part of the window, just jump across onto this part of the roof. This next jump can be tricky, but you're just going to want to walk towards this window, jump, and then crouch to get on top of it. Now once you're on top of here, you're just going to want to jump and uncrouch, and then jump and crouch onto this part of the roof here. Now what you can do is either jump onto that part of the roof over there, or you can walk right through this bit of the wall and get into what I call the secret second floor of the house. The neighbour in the pre-alpha is way more fast and aggressive than the one in the full release. However, by sleeping, you can successfully get rid of him. Similar to the trick that I've already mentioned, if the neighbour does block up a door with a chair, you can just use the head leaning trick to open it. As most of you will know already, the window at the back of the house that leads into the room with the hammer is always wide open at the start of every new game. And of course, don't mess around with bins, because they are very territorial and aggressive.